Today we are going to be learning how to use a gyro sensor to turn to a designated heading. First, what is a gyro sensor? A gyro sensor detects angular velocity, which in simple terms is the change in angle. The EV3 gyro sensor does this on one axis, and we can use it to record how far an EV3 robot has turned. Before we get started, let's open up EV3 Classroom and connect to the EV3. First turn on the robot, then either connect via Bluetooth or use a USB cable to connect to the brick. I will be using the USB cable. Once you finish connecting, make sure that the icon in the left top corner is green, confirming that you are connected. Now let's start coding. For this example, we will try to turn to 90 degrees. First, let's try out the turning block that is given. In this case, let's set the robot to 90 degrees for 2 rotations. As you can see in this video, the robot does not actually turn 90 degrees. Instead, the amount it turns is determined by the designated rotations. To turn accurately to 90 degrees, we have to use the gyro sensor. Let's get rid of that block and restart. At the start of the program, we want to make sure that the sensor reads 0 degrees. To do this, we need to use the reset angle block. Make sure that the number on the block is the same as the port the sensor is plugged into. You can see this at the top of the window. Next, we want the robot to keep turning until it reaches 90 degrees. We can use the repeat until block to achieve this. Add the sensor block to the repeat until loop that returns whether or not the angle of the robot is greater than 90 degrees. Now we need to add the turning part. To do this, we can turn our left wheel in order to turn right, so set the power of the left motor to 20%. The slower the robot turns, the more accurate it is. Outside the loop, add a stop moving block so once the robot has turned more than 90 degrees, the robot will stop moving. Now download the code to your robot and press play.